Now I want to talk about. I've been bouncing all over the place. Let's talk about. Were you, mild surprise? Nikki Haley has now finally said that she's voting for Trump.
I don't give a shit.
She wasn't.
I'm not even going to justify her existence with caring. Okay, that's fine. Bye.
Yeah. Okay, so we're on the same page there, right? Like, it wouldn't have mattered.
So many people care.
Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered if she endorsed Joe Biden. Like, she carries no weight.
It would have hurt Joe Biden if she had endorsed him.
Yeah, like
it would have been Trump. Trump is right now. He's pissing himself. He's like, oh fuck, she didn't endorse my opponent.
Yeah,
damn, that's gonna make it harder to get reelected.
Brain. He called her a bird brain, and then she's like, and then you see this Harry Sisson guy, the guy who works for the Democrats.
Oh, Harry Sisson, yes.
Yeah, Nikki Haley just confirmed that she'll be voting for Donald Trump. Haley's a coward. Like, he's personally hurt. Like, she had the opportunity to stand up for our democracy.
Keep in mind, he got a couple $1,000s for making that post from the DNC.
Yeah, guaranteed. Just like
he's a literal DNC stooge. He is literally paid through a third party by the DNC.
Yeah, he's Brooklyn Dad defiant.
But he gets paid less.
He gets paid
at least Brooklyn Dad gets enough to pay his child support.
I think I don't know if I'm misattributing this, but I think at least the first person I saw catch Brooklyn Dad was Jimmy Dore. He was like one of the first mainstream guys. I was like, yo, this guy's getting paid. You know why? Is because Dore was a big Bernie guy, and Brooklyn Dad was anti-Bernie because he was paid by the Democratic establishment. So Dore did have a reason, and now I'm remembering it because Dore's like, this guy gets paid $50,000.
Jimmy Dore, at least sometimes Jimmy Dore is right, and is like not a total shit fuck.
He's right about the coof,
and the fact that supposed Nazis like ourselves, because clearly we're both Gestapo members.
Yeah,
the fact that we praise Jimmy Dore for at least occasionally and sporadically being right, that tarnishes his reputation among the leftoids.
I had him on my show yesterday, and we basically agreed. He said out loud basically that he agreed. Now, of course, he is like one of those guys like when you ask him about the conflict, he's like, oh, he said RFK lost because he's a rabid Zionist, and I just kind of glossed over that because I don't even like going into that because it's just
because he leans off way to the left. Yeah,
yeah, and I'm just like, okay, that's cool. But then he did say, that
don't pull punches, berate your guests as a joke.
No, well, I was just like, there's so much we agree on. I was like, oh yeah, Zionism. And then anyway, and I brought up the J6 stuff, and he was like, yeah, I mean, the federal government took all those Trump supporters, and he was like, he wasn't one of those people he openly admitted like they were getting screwed, they were getting over sentenced, and
Dore himself has been screwed too. When you look at it,
injured too.
He gets cast off by some of these really, really, really far leftoids, like the woke leftoids, as being right wing or something. I'm like, no, as somebody who's been cast off as a far right Nazi, we're not going to have him.
Yeah,
he's right some of the time. He's trying to save you people. The irony is that the left would do better if they listened to right wingers. Ironically.
Guaranteed.
Sometimes the right wing would do better if they listened to the left wingers. They should cross train.
Yeah, better
uniparty.
A guy like Dore is like he's more like I was when I was, like he's just like a kind of a run of the mill actual liberal. Like,
yeah, he's got the NPR shirt, he's got the NPR sweater, and he's got the PBS mug.
He made trans jokes on the stream. Like, he's like, hey, we got to make fun of trans people. Like, I'm like, okay, so he's not like totally drinking the Kool-Aid. Sure, he's like a Bernie guy. Sure,
shout out to the bonus holes.
Yeah, right. The front butt or whatever they call it, the front pussy.
It smells about the same. It's perfectly fine. The doctors tell me it's normal.
Yeah, right.
Slide in.
Oh my God, what do they call it what do they call that when they get the fake one made and then they have to put like something up in it every so often? Engage.
They have to dilate it or something like that.
Yeah.
They have to shave the inside of their artificial vagina sometimes, actually.
There was a story about somebody who had that surgery done, and then whatever it was, like poop was coming out of it. Like they had like a bot surgery.
That sounds enthralling.
Yeah.
I'll sign right up.
Yeah, boy. I mean, I'm sure they feel like a real woman now, like it was very, very weird.
Well,
So,
at least I mean it's basically like anal anyway, so.
Well, it is, yeah, exactly. The there we go.
People in chat are like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's weird. It like disappears like once per live stream, weirdly. Like it needs to resync or something. So on top of the Nikki, who is really a Democrat,
yeah,
endorsing Donald Trump, we also have this thing with Biden, the ballot issues. What's going on with this?
I don't know what the hell is happening there. I mean, they missed the deadline to get him on the ballot, but they're probably going to have a congressional movement to restore him to it. So he will presumptively be on the ballot in Ohio. It's a deep red state, so it doesn't really matter. Trump will win Ohio. But it's rather strange that they didn't take further measures to actually make sure there wasn't this problem.
I saw when I was
it makes them look scattered.
Ohio Republicans won't pass legislative fix to allow Biden on November ballot. Like, did they just forget to they forgot to check a box?
I actually oppose the Republican effort here. Put him on the goddamn ballot. He's going to lose the state of Ohio by 15 points. It's a foregone conclusion. It's Trump territory. Ohio is no longer a swing state. It's deep red. Don't press the issue. Let Biden lose organically there. He will. Don't press the issue.
Well,
focus on something else.
It used to be more up for debate, but now it's like not only
but I mean that was when we were little kids. That was like 25 years ago. Of course, it was a swing state. It's gone deep red now. It's like Indiana.
Yeah. Well, this is also MAGA country too. Like, it's not just that it's Republican now. It's like
Biden has about as much chance of winning Ohio as Trump has in California. That's how far it's gone to the red. So don't bother impeding him. Stand down. Let him be on the ballot. Please don't stop him because it'll become a scandal. It'll become a scandalous issue. It'll give him something to campaign on. You don't want to give him that.
Come on, man. Just trying to keep me off the ballot.
Yeah,
Brandon will do.
Even with ballot printers going burr, he'll lose by 10, 15 points. It's not even going to be close.
Yeah, I'm hoping that Trump gets this last trial behind him. And like, how you mentioned earlier that you would like to get 10 minutes with him to advise him on VP. I would like 5 minutes with him directly after you, where I could advise him that he needs to like go balls deep on telling people to vote early, get mail in, early voting.
He has sent out mailers and a Truth Social post to that effect.
He has,
so that's definitely to his benefit, but he needs to do more.
I think that hurt him. I don't know that he was going to. I don't know that it would have changed the results in 2020. But his big wait in line, cast your vote. Oops, the voting machines are broken. What a coincidence! Like
people need, and people who are watching this live stream, if you're in the United States, vote early if you can.
Yeah.
Because you don't know on election day, you could be incapacitated. You could be sick. There could be terrible weather. There could be onerous lines or something like that. Just vote early and make sure to photograph your ballot before you send it in for evidentiary purposes.
Be careful you check.
Document it.
Yeah. And then you can also check your vote online, which is what that was for whatever reason I felt wary because I was voting like 2 weeks before the election.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man. And I kept checking the website because I wanted to make sure that it actually counted my vote because I was seeing all sorts of stories. Like, remember last year where they're like, I voted for Trump and then it registered me for Biden. There was all those stories flying around. I was like, okay.
And they never looked into them, of course.
They never looked into them.
That was a conspiracy theory.
Yeah. But I also didn't take a picture of my ballot. And so I was like,
I'll be photographing my ballot when I'll vote in person, but that's only because I'm 2 blocks away from my voting place. So I can literally walk there in 5 minutes and it's not a big problem.
Yeah, and I don't know about you, but for me, I'll vote in person because I don't get a lot of reasons to leave the house. So, like, if I didn't go vote in person, I just, I don't do grocery shopping. I don't go to the mailbox. I don't even like.
Grocery shopping is great when you're a dude. Because then you have an opportunity just to, peruse the aisles and be like, creamed corn.
Well, I mean, we do grocery shopping, but like I go to once a month we'll go to Costco and I have like all these freezers. I eat these omelets, these like Eggsland's Best's microwavable cheese omelets. I eat 2 of them every day for breakfast. So I buy like 20 boxes of them, twice, 3 times a year. And then
I'm gonna say that doesn't sound appealing to me.
Well, it is.
Just make your own omelets. Just break 3 eggs into a pan and then fold a bunch of veggies into them.
I know.
You silly man.